We have just arrived. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with the electric Lotus. How about that? But we're going to whip through here. Oh, electric Rolls Royce. Well, maybe not whip through here if there's electric stuff, of course. Oh, the Yang Wang. The U9 is here. We'll have to find that later. But yeah, the Spectre was here last year. If you've not seen the Goodwood Festival speed video I did last year, please check that out. We're heading over straight to the Electric Avenue and the Polestar section, and then we're going to move over to electric classic cars and see what else is around. So watch this space. So here she is. She's a beaut, isn't she? That is amazing. So we've got the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT here. This is the one, if I'm not mistaken, that went round the Nürburgring in a rather swift time. It's a lovely blue colour. There's no rear seats, so yeah, proper track spec. Looks like this one might actually be moving soon as well. But yeah, lovely bluey kind of purple colour. Someone's painting us with a whistle. Very tasty. Oh, hello. The Porsche that we saw earlier. Seeing a rave? Maybe I need a horn. I didn't think you could fit a Jaguar in there, so I couldn't help it. We're now in the supercar paddock, and what really caught my eye was this 2CV coupe. Oh no, it's not really that. It does very much look like something like that. The Bugatti 57. Ooh. What a beauty. Okay, we're in the BMW section, and this, again, if you watch last year's video, there was some really cool electric vehicles in here last time. I don't know what's going to be in here today. Probably less of a focus knowing what the market's like at the moment, but there we go. Oh, i5 M60 X-Drive Touring in matte black. That looks very tasty. Now carbon mirrors. But yeah, this is certainly going to be a winner for a lot of people. Utilitarian electric estate. There's not many out there yet. It's going to be a bit of a scrum with all the cars because apparently this is the busiest. Well, it's sold out on Thursday, which I'm pretty sure is unheard of. But yeah. Oh, what's this over here? The bonnet is changing colour. That is very interesting. i5 Flow Noscana. You see that? That looks really good. Oh, look at that. Some nice aero wheels there. Oh, it's on the side as well. Look at that. So it's an e-Drive i5 40 battery. Interesting. Let's see what else we can find. Oh yes, this is the retro-inspired car. Shall we go through the undergrowth here? Don't tell anyone. Whee! Oh, Neue Klaus BMW Vision. This is super cool. This reminds me of the was it the Nissan, or yeah, like the kind of retro-inspired Nissan. Neue Klaus. Got the video wing mirrors. Some less aero, very tasty wheels. Very shark nose inspired front end. This is a very cool car. It's good to see that they've got a good electric presence here. i7 M70. Wow. I wonder what the stats are on this thing. So yeah, 21's on it. So it's a 3.9 0 to 60, 659 brake, just over 1,000 Newton meters of torque, 338 WLTP miles. So realistically, it's probably about 270-ish. Although I hear that BMW are pretty accurate on their mileages. BMW Concept Skytop. Wow. So this looks okay. This looks. I like this. This is very sleek. loving the back end of this. Let's go and whip around and go and check it out. Nice design on the wheels, really big, long back end here. But look at the roof design, that's wicked. Let's go a bit closer. We're not allowed to touch it apparently. Very smart. No, it's not electric. This is a shame. I was getting all excited then. Let's go back outside and go to Electric Avenue or something on the way. Okay, I had to show people this because I love rear slats on the back of a rear window, but this I've never seen before. Check this out. So this is a 2002 Ti coupe. Look at the rear screen. Very, very cool. Houses. Like I said, I'm going to pick out the unique bits. 1970s. Very cool. That is super retro coolness right there. I always remember my uni mate had one, and sitting in the back. Oh, ABS badge, nice. Sitting in the back of that, it's like sitting in the back of a on a sofa. That is mint. That is absolutely concourse, because it's in the concourse section, of course. Very cool. 1989 on the G. Ooh, X19. I know Paul Compton would love me to take some footage of this bad boy. Super cool car. On the 3 spokes. I don't think I've seen one like this before in terms of the actual spec. Wow. The interior. You could eat dinner off that. And a very, very cool stereo. Probably only got AM and FM. Very, very cool. Homage to the MG. You've got the classic MG on the left, and then the, is it Sidester, isn't it? The Chinese special. Had to check out the Alpine stage. Here we go. Last time it was only in the format of being kind of a concept from last year, but this is looking very much more roadworthy and more realistic. Wheels quite nice. Nice design, nice matte grey paint. A290. Some other rather sexy cars on this stand, which we'll check out in a second. Pretty much the same as the Renault 5, but with extra performance. I think Johnny Smith at Late Break Show did highlight that it was quite a few £1,000 more, but look at this, jeez. That looks insane. Very cool. Very, very cool. Maybe I need a rear clear spoiler. Wow, that is insane. H2. Oh, forget that. When I say forget that, I had to come back because H2, I immediately think it's hydrogen, which is no bad thing, but is there going to be a hydrogen series? I mean, it would certainly be an explosive race series. I've not heard of this before. Kalmar Automotive. And it looks like there's quite a lot of recycled material here. It looks like it's a Tesla, so it'll be Felton, no doubt. This will blatantly be a Felton conversion. So yeah. Let's see if we can have a chat with the guy with the right information on him. Left hooker, it's a tasty looking thing. Air-cooled 6.6 kilowatt charger, charging up to 25 miles per hour. Together, Italian motorsport technology. The glass is upcycled from a donor car. Okay, interesting. Let's find out where these guys are and a little bit more if we can. Yeah, and in terms of the business with Kalmar, can you tell us a bit more about the car and the concept of the brand?
I started the company, and I kind of like to take things all the way, and I think this is a good example of taking things all the way. We want sustainability, but it was not enough just to stick an EV into a classic 911. So all the body panels are made of flax. The glass is recycled from the donor car. The aluminium parts are taken from actually the donor rims. We reuse a lot of parts that we are able to reuse. And interestingly enough, I think we are the first EV that weighs less than the ICE car.
Oh, wow.
And that, together with it's the first time we show the facelift of our body panel, so it actually delivers true downforce. It has, on the VLTP test, it's more effective than a Porsche Taycan, which is kind of 40, 50 years younger. So I think it's a story of many small streams make a big river, and that's what we are trying with this car. And yeah, just super proud of it. I don't know if EV will save the planet, but I think it's a combination of all the small things that eventually will make us take better care of the place we call home.
Absolutely, and it's a very similar philosophy with my TVR. So yeah, and I'm so glad I bumped into you. Thanks for giving us the overview on the 911, and I look forward to hearing more about the vehicle and hopefully a few reviews of people having driven it and putting a big smile on their face.
We hope it will go that way.
Good man. All right, cheers, Jan.
Cheers.
As Jan was saying, they've modified the Felton EV conversion, so the radiators are at the front for better cooling. It's got tractive suspension, which monitor, or they change the suspension, the shocks, 30 times a second. But I love this car, you know, really on the similar sort of kind of concept of the fact of utilising used parts, you know, utilising the glass, repurposing the wheels, the seats and everything. What an amazing car. Check it out, Kalmar Automotive. Here we are in the Electric Avenue. Oh, there's the Model 3 Performance. Love that colour. Unbelievable. Video coming soon, comparing to the Ioniq 5N. So that's going to be really cool. The Lotus Electra. Ooh, the Maserati electric car. What is this? The Grand Cabrio in a rose gold. Very cool. And looks like the charge port's in a bit of a weird place. Yeah, I'm not sure how many electric Maseratis there are. There's not actually that many electric soft tops yet. So it's great to see another electric one. Almost looks like a Jag, actually. It's pretty busy in here. Yeah, that is a lovely colour, actually. What do people think? Too girly, or it's all right? What the hell is this? Callum Design Sky. I've heard of Callum Design before. That is really cool. Callum Design Sky. I wonder how many people can we fit in there? There looks like there's an Autoglim alloy wheel cleaner in there. It's obviously a concept. Callum on the back. My mate Callum would like this, I reckon. That is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get a bit closer underneath here. Okay, it's the drive unit, inverter. Yeah, it's got CCS, lots of carbon fibre in there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Who else has seen one of these before? Porsche Taycan looks a fairly bog standard spec, poverty spec, or whatever you want to call it. EQE 500 SUV. Yeah, well, I'm not. Yeah, here we go. This is very interesting. Oh, it's free. Let's go in. Going in. The Junior. Oh, I haven't been in an Alpha for ages. Let's have a shot of the door. So obviously everything's kind of Stellantis, so I wonder what platforms. Probably on the Jeep. Is it Renegade? No, not Renegade. You know the one I mean. The small Jeep SUV. But yeah, I mean, it's just a small kind of crossover thing. It's right inside. Vision's pretty good. I wonder what the boot space is like. It does look very good, and obviously a lot of people will tend to focus on the looks of these things. Very classic design, Alfa Romeo wheels. It's a good looking vehicle, the Junior. Yeah, I mean, that's quite a cool looking thing, to be fair. Yeah, pretty smart. RZ300E, you know, I don't know about everybody else, I just don't get excited by Toyota electric cars at the moment. Although I must admit, after experiencing the gear shifts in the Ioniq 5N, I am open to the manual gearbox on the Toyota BZ4X, MG4, Fast One, whatever it's called, the Emoda. The Ioniq 5N, I won't bother looking at that because, like I say, I've got a full video coming soon. The Emoda, I think it was here last time actually. In fact, this is the same company that do the Skywell that I drove, and they have got a review in the wings for. However, I had to let someone else come out with the video first. Oh, Quentin. Didn't want to upset Quentin, you know. He's pretty much car royalty, let's be honest. Decent boot, but it's just a bit of a meh SUV, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's going to do everything pretty well, so. Anything else exciting here? Honda, a bit boring, or a 07 GT, Ford Explorer. I saw Jack from Fully Charged did oh no, it's the Capri. It's horrible, isn't it? Let's be honest. let's be honest about this. I thought I'd jump in it before completely write it off. It's got quite a cool little B&O soundbar there, which is pretty cool. So for a Ford, the interior is actually not too bad. Just need to change the whole front end and it'll be much nicer. If you're going to, reignite the name, you're not going to make it into a blancmange of an SUV. I mean, that's my initial thoughts on it. But it's good to see it in the metal straight away. I mean, it looks all right, I suppose. No, it doesn't. Apparently, no. It's not exactly. How could they possibly ruin the name of the Capri? You know,
Ford ID3.
Ford ID3, yeah, okay. It looks all right at the back, but it looks like a blancmange at the front, I reckon.
Yeah, not pretty at all. And they parked it against the wrong one because the new Renault 5 is beautiful.
Okay, I'll go and check it out. Thanks. What's your name, buddy?
Simon.
Simon, thanks, Simon. What do you drive?
VW Passat, so I can't really comment.
Utilitarian.
Yeah.
Utilitarian. Beautiful car. Right, Renault 5. So you could save yourself a load of money and get the Renault 5. Oh, right, let's jump in. Look at this interior. Interior's nice, isn't it? It's very clothy. Very clothy. It's nice. That's pretty cool.
It starts at 25 grand.
25 grand. Excellent. We could talk this young lady. So
25 grand, the range is 248 miles.
it's 25 grand and it's
248 mile range, up to 248 mile range, starting at 25 grand. So for 248, you're probably looking closer to 30 grand.
And when does it actually come out?
So in the UK, it comes out in March. And then mainland Europe, you're looking at autumn this year.
That sounds great. Thank you very much.
Of course, yeah.
I wonder what other colours it comes in. Yellow's a bit too bright for me.
It also comes in bright green, white, black. It comes in midnight blue, and then there's an Alpine version as well that you can get.
That's super. Thanks for that,
Yeah, the
Richard.
Alpine version will be over in the paddocks if you want.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Nice one. So there we go. We got a little. Wow, what was that? Yeah, nice little highlight from lovely lady. Yeah, so the Renault does look rather smart. I don't know why it's got a Union Jack on the top. That's a bit weird, isn't it? A bit weird. BYD Dolphin, probably one of the cheapest cars on lease, 269. 2, 3, and 4. They certainly make it easy in the Polestar section. No odd names here, but yeah, I mean, I don't really know the Polestar range that well, but I think we're going to get to know a bit more about it, especially when things like this are coming out. What an absolute draw dropper, this one. Wow, this is the nuts. That is okay. We could have a winner for the best looking car here, I must admit. That is sick. Look at this spoiler, boom. I wonder how much of a concept this actually is. Concept BST. Well, it's concept, it says concept on it. I think I'm a little bit wet. Very nice. Better than nice, really. I don't think we really need to look at the BYD section because it's all kind of models that we know. However, that's why we got the Yang Wang. The more I hear the name, the more I want one. Just the fact that everybody, it's just hilarious, isn't it, the name? So this is the U8, the U9 is the kind of performance supercar, which was in the paddock. So it is out on the track today. Oh, perfect, look at that, straight in. Oh, hello. Bit of wood. I've got a bit of Yang, I have a bit of Wang in my Yang. Oh, look at this. What's the space like in the back? Pretty good. Not much leg room, mate. Not much leg room, oh dear. But I think no, I'm not gonna try and sell the Yang Wang. That looks, it's nice. I mean, it's got the suede up here. Obviously, we can't play around with the buttons, but that's a nice touch. The old suede on the telephone chargers, mobile phone chargers. Oh, seat just moved forward. Yes, I mean it looks massive. The bonnet goes out a long way. Quite like the fact that it's got a screen there, which I guess work. Is it actually gonna No. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. There we go. So let's let some other people go in here. A bit like a G-Wagon, I suppose. You know, will the name put loads of people off? Probably, but I don't think I'd give a toss, to be honest. What the hell's that? It's a robot. So it's the start, isn't it? Wow, look at the spoiler on that. Jesus wept. It's got a boot. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. Amazing. It's pretty hot, right? Not sure about the wheels. Well, that's the least of its worries, really. But what do people think? I've got to get in the driver's seat of the Yang Wang. I've got to. I think this would be just on my shopping list, just to upset people and know that it's going to be more cost effective than a Rimac, really. Okay, so we're sitting in the Yang Wang U9. I think we'll get the door down. Okay, the door's quite easy to get down. That's always a bit of an issue normally with getting into these type of cars. There's a camera, I guess, watching you just there. So video, rear view mirror. Materials feel nice, don't they? Okay, it's nice. Phone charger. I'm not sure how long the phone would stay on that with my driving. But yeah, red buttons. Feels nice. Where are we going? Back to China?
Yeah, back to China.
Back to China. All right, let's let someone else. How the hell did you get out? Oh dear. Here we go. It's a button. It's a button. Here we go. Oh, I'm so glad that we managed to jump in the Yang Wang. Absolutely amazing. Wowzers, she looks clean. Very, very nice. Now this caught my eye. I mean, it's obviously just an e-tron, but the design on it's really, really cool. Very cool. I wonder what makes this more special. It's a left hooker. It's the RS e-tron GT Performance, so it's obviously more track focused. Wunderbar. Very cool. And then we've got a couple of Lotuses. Loci? No, it's Lotuses. Lotus. A couple of Lotus over here. Got that from Paul again. The fountain of all knowledge. I'm not sure if I like the look of it, actually. The proportions are a bit funky. The Maya. Yeah, the back looks a bit odd. I don't know whether it's just because the boot's up. Ooh, look at this. That's pretty cool.
Very nice.
Is it nice?
Sit in the back and have a massage as well.
Well, if it's free.
I'm not going to do it. Their body is a bit of a squeeze, but
Oh, okay, the back's pretty cool. It's a very nice helmet as well.
yeah. But no, if you
No, it's all right. I'm not that bothered. To be fair, I'll come back and have the massage later.
I'm not going to do it later for you.
No, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a one chance only. What's it like in front there?
It's quite comfy actually.
Steering wheel looks nice.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a steering wheel whore, to be honest.
No, it's very nice actually. Quite basic apart from that.
I think
So,
I prefer that because
Yeah, which is nice,
I'm
isn't
a
it?
Tesla driver, you see. So
oh yeah.
So the Lotus Emea does look pretty decent. It's nice and simple inside, which is quite refreshing actually, because certainly from the Ioniq 5N, there's just too many buttons. But I think they've got the right mix in that in this Lotus. Sorry, buddy. Thank you. So yeah, I think they've got the right mix of not too many buttons, and because that can be a little bit confusing for us simpleton Tesla drivers. After just dealing with the screen. Oh, I didn't mean simpleton. I'm just talking about myself. But yeah, this is another one. That's slightly tastier colour. But I was just talking to the guy that's racing up the strip, and he was basically saying that he's not fully into electric yet, but he sees the benefits, but it's just getting used to it after racing petrol cars for years. And this is the thing. It's getting used to it. Oh, hello. Is this the Concept? But without the crazy wings and stuff? I think it is. Well, this is a 6 Concept. So, yeah, this looks pretty impressive. Not quite as drop-in as the one on the stand, but still a tasty thing. More Polestars. Oh, Genesis. Oh, this would be worth looking at. Initially walking up the stairs, I thought that this was a Bentley. I mean, it's such a rip-off of a Bentley, it's unreal. But it does look the absolute dog's danglies, especially in that red. I predict that bright red, ready orange, is going to be the new colour the next couple of years for sure. How do they not get away with the rip-off Bentley? I do not know. Hello. So there we go. Nice nostrils there as well. Ooh, look at this. This looks very special. Wow. Okay. I think we might have another winner. Gotta love a Concept, haven't you? This is impressive. Looks really cool inside actually, like a Formula One design steering wheel. Can't wait to see the back end of this beauty. That is really, really good. Really good. Great to see the GV60 Magma Concept. It's obviously the N version. Oh wow, look at those wheels. Loving those wheels. They're very similar to the Unplugged Performance wheels you can get on the Tesla actually. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I want to check out this rear spoiler. Nice little wings there. Yeah, here we go. Wowzers. Wow. Awesome. Genesis are really knocking it out the park. So we're back after some more food, and I've been checking out the modified cars. But yeah, the Countach is absolutely the nuts. Look at this. I mean, completely unusable, but just epic. How low can you go? Imagine trying to get in and out of that bastard. Very cool. Try not to step on the splitter because it's so busy around here. Very cool. Just happened to be coming past the IBAC stand, and based on the fact that we've had a few jokes around IBAC being a household name, don't watch the rusty Tesla fitting of IBAC springs. But yeah, I thought, oh, they've got an air freshener. I think I might have to take one. Hope they don't mind. Sweet. Right, electric classic cars. They're finding them a bit elusive. I think they're right over the other section, but there's quite a lot to see here, so I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to keep on ploughing through and hopefully get out and home within 4 hours, so I can get back for the live tonight. Bloody hell. So we've finally arrived at the electric classic cars section, and we've got Bug Zapper on show and Moggy with us. Hi Moggy.
All right, mind your head.
Yeah, mind your head. Nearly hit my head on that earlier. So yeah, it's great to see that you've done something to Bug Zapper. What is it?
It's finally got its makeup on, Tim.
Yes.
It's got its race livery. Got our sponsors down here, Mauser and all the others down there.
Looking good, looking good.
Obviously we've got the Bug Zapper name down the door, but yeah, it's ready to rock and roll now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We're going to take it down Santa Pod one more time, see if we can get it into the 9s before I just concentrate fully on going track mode.
Yeah, yeah. And which track are you going to be testing Bug Zapper on?
Probably Alton Park.
Yeah.
And there's a few others I can take it on, but Alton Park's the closest. So yeah, we got to get the suspension from our suspension supplier, because this is just a temporary suspension system.
Yeah.
As soon as that's on, we'll start doing proper corner testing.
Yeah. Now, how's the coolant? How's the sort of temperatures running so far when you're testing it?
Yeah, but bear in mind, Pikes Peak, the air density is so much thinner. You've got to go big with the coolant system.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm expecting it to be okay here, but you won't know until you get there as to whether or not it can cope with Pikes Peak. But the other thing that we've done, obviously, is we're sorting out the aero now. So we're starting from the back. We've got the big wing on.
Yeah.
And we've got the diffuser. So diffuser's on. Rear wing, obviously, they're working together. We've got to finish up the mounts, because this is just mounted to fiberglass at the moment, which isn't going to be strong enough.
No.
Because we're expecting around about 200 kilos of downforce on the back.
How are you going to mount it?
So underneath, there's going to be a plate, if you like, that goes from here down to the chassis, and the same the other side. So it literally puts all the force to the chassis. But just for the show, it's onto the fiberglass. So rear aero is done with this, and then front aero is next. So we're getting some CFD work done on it to that's basically computer-aided aerodynamics, if you like, rather than the wind tunnel. So that the whole car's going to get 3D scanned and modelled. Underneath flat floor as well, and then we're going to start working on the front splitter, because the front splitter needs to be the right size to match the rear downforce.
Right.
Because if you've got all the downforce on the rear, the car's going to go like that and wheelie. And the last thing you want is like really light steering when you're going into corners. So you need a front splitter to push the nose back down, and that needs to be the same amount of force as the rear to keep the car nice and stable.
So what sort of time are you hoping to get at Pikes Peak?
So I've kind of committed in my head to do it for 3 years.
Yep.
And I know the first year is probably going to just be, R&D, let's say.
Yep.
Is it going to get up the hill? Is it going to be okay? What time? I'd really like to get underneath 10s on the first year, and then we'll learn from that, figure out what needs to be improved, changed, make it go faster, and then come back year 2, and then year 3 is when we really want to go, right, let's go, balls out, let's go.
And who are you taking up Pikes Peak?
No. I'm the backup driver too. So
I can understand why, having driven it at about 30 miles an hour in a rental car, in a performance car like this. I mean, have you got a name in the bag yet? Or
I have, but I can't announce it.
No.
He is a current record holder on the hill.
Oh wow!
So he's a known driver. Done it many years. The experience of a driver at Pikes Peak is essential.
Yeah.
So they know all the corners and stuff. So he's done it many times. Guy that lives in America, obviously. So he's my driver, and I can say he's French,
Okay.
Because if you look at the record holders, they're overall, the petrol, the diesel, they're all French. So that doesn't really narrow it down. It narrows it down to 3, let's say.
Okay.
So-
Well, maybe if someone's clever enough, whack it in the comments. But other than the Pikes Peaks run, you said you're going to Alton Park. Is there anywhere else you want to test it?
Yeah, we're going to a number of shows this year. Revival, obviously.
Yep.
Carfest. I'm going to run it around Carfest.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just do some crowd entertaining silliness.
Yep.
I'll have to take some spare tyres as usual, because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, make sure you got your masks for those tyre particles.
People say that electric cars don't pollute, but then it's just not trying hard enough.
Depends
Take off
on-
traction control and let me have a go. I'll show you how
Yeah,
to
it
pollute.
depends on who's driving them, Moggy, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
at
no,
Carfest, I'll be dragging it around on track there.
Good stuff.
And then obviously Alton Park. I might take it to some other events throughout Europe, because we got until next June before we go to Pikes Peak.
Awesome. And you've obviously got your daily here, and a car that I've not seen for a while, actually, the 914 Porsche that you did.
Johnny's 914. I love 914s. Such a great handling car, because obviously mid-mount engine. But this is really tricked out. It's quite custom. If you have a look inside,
It is amazing inside, isn't
open
it?
up the door. That is a really nice custom tricked out interior. You've got Johnny's electric air conditioning system in it as well, so a climate control system.
Oh, yes.
And all of the buttons are CAN controlled.
Yeah.
You got 2 screens up there, your infotainment system, and also your dashboard up there as well.
Yep.
Power steering in it. No wing mirrors.
Ah,
So-
wow. They're very aero.
Yeah. So if you look down here,
Yeah.
you'll see.
Make sure I don't hit my head on that wing.
Let's swap round.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you
I
see down there, that's the screen for the mirror.
Oh, wow, okay.
Really tricky.
Brilliant.
So I love little custom touches like that. And obviously cloth roof and your really cool Fuchs wheels, which are a little bit too wide, but we stretched the wings
Little
out.
bit of rolling,
Rather than put a GT arch on, we stretched the wing out a little bit, so they just about fit.
And it's just amazing you guys managed to package 55 kilowatt hours in that. I mean, bearing in mind it's probably similar sort of size to the Wedge, but yeah, it's just
You've got
amazing
a
feat,
battery
really.
pack in there where the engine used to be.
Yeah.
A Tesla drive unit underneath, a small Tesla drive unit, because that's all you really need in this, and it's really quick. A full-size boot, there's nothing in the boot,
No.
so that's just as the 914 came. And then you got a battery pack in the front, not massive, but a bit of weight on the front axles is never a bad thing.
No.
So a bit of a battery pack in there.
Spot on. And it's on the YouTube channel, this particular one, is it? Or was it on
so
Vintage
we
Voltage?
did an episode which was custom versus stock look.
That's
so we did
it,
2
yeah.
914s, both silver, one completely custom looking, which was this, and one stock look. And I think we went out in one of them. I think maybe went out in the stock looking one.
Yeah.
But underneath, the conversion side of things was exactly the same between the two.
Spot on. Moggy, thanks very much for giving us a download on the Bug Zapper, and good to see you. And hopefully I'll see you at Santapod.
Santapod.
Good
Yeah.
man.
All right.
Cheers, buddy. Tamiya Special, who had one of these back in the day. Saw it recently at Senex show at Goodwood, at UTAC, better known as Millbrook Proving Ground. Very, very cool. So we're here in the Hongqi stand, massive PR storm going on here, which is quite amazing. It's a brand that I'd never heard of before, a Chinese brand, obviously. The Lord's looking through around a few of the models here at the moment. Had a free glass of champagne, which was rather nice. But yeah, I mean, it's in terms of the models, I mean, they look very Chinese, don't they? I mean, that's quite cool, the old red going on there. But yeah, there's a bit of a media storm here, fully charged to here. There's a bit of an announcement going on. This is the L1, very kind of stately-esque, a couple of SUVs, etc. I'm going to get out and bum fight because that's not my style. But yeah, it's if you saw that car straight away, you would know that it's not from Europe. You'd know straight away that that is a Chinese vehicle. They have got a distinct kind of style to them. It's quite interesting, actually. It's a bit of a beast. There we go, look at this. Do love the interiors. Very premium. Someone's left their glass in there. This looks like it's a 7-seater, this one. I do like the interiors. I mean, in terms of the quality, I mean, it's all kind of faux leather. It's nothing kind of Napa leather premiumness about it. It's just, you know, it's just well put together. It's, you know, you can't say it's cheap. You wouldn't say it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's premium. It's just a good standard, I think. I think it's fair to say. But this purple one over here looks rather cool as well. The EHS7. So no, I was quite glad to be come across it. I was actually looking for the Cybertruck, to be honest, but when there's glittery cars around, you got a camera, haven't you? So talking to a guy from What Car, so all the, you know, and a few other people. There's lots of press people here. Oh, that one's got Brembos on it. So is this a performance model? That Brembo, that doesn't look like real Brembo. Kind of, that lettering doesn't look real. Don't know if you agree with that. What's this one say? Again, this looks very nice inside. Test version. That's an interesting screen. It's kind of wraps to the left and the right. But like I said, you wouldn't say it's... I think this is better than the other one that we just sat in. Everyone seems to be going square wheel, Austin Allegro style. Hang on a minute, look at that. Headrest is different. Driver to passenger. I wonder if that makes it on the production model. Yeah, it's an interesting brand. But what it's going to come down to is price, because no one's going to be buying one of these cars unless the price is right. Because, you know, you've got to think about what's the backup, you know, what's the dealer network look like. But it is really interesting to see another new brand to the market. So we'll see what happens. I thought I'd just pop into the MG stand, and they've got a coupe MG. This looks really good. The GTS concept. They definitely need to do this. This is really, really cool. It's obviously a concept at the moment, judging by the discs. But what a beauty. They've got to bring this out to the market. Colour is pretty mint too. No pun intended. Glad I popped by. That is, look at the lines on that. Wow. And if it's anything by the Sidester in terms of performance, that's going to be pretty epic. What is that? Oh my God. Okay, they've taken it up a notch. That is, my God, look at the wheels. Looks like I can lift off the hubcaps there. Wow. Look at me dismissing going to certain, you know, brands and completely potentially missing some crazy cars like this. Wow. That's something out of, I don't know, Tron versus, you know, Tron and Thunderbirds. Unbelievable. Very, very cool. So, it's the end of the day. I'm looking to tip off very soon. I'm back in the supercar paddock, and it's super hot here. I've not really enjoyed the track, because as far as I'm concerned, I want to get the content and get out of here, and I can enjoy watching the cars properly on social media. But I wanted to come back here specifically to have a look at the Aerial Atom, not Aerial Atom, I keep calling that, the McMurty, and also the Yang Wang in the paddock before I leave. I've already sat in the Yang Wang U9. I can't wait to see this go up. It's be interesting to see what this did up the track. 0-60, 2.36, 1300 PS. My ice cream's melting. And yeah, it's great to see the McMurty and the crew here as well. So yeah, it's been an amazing event. So many great electric cars here, and obviously all the ICE as well, and bumped into so many people I know, which was great, including Marco's doing a Skyline R32 GTR, so shout out to him. Right, I'm officially done now, and it's been a great event. Like I said, focused on the EV stuff where possible, some amazing vehicles, amazing concept, but the real kind of takeaway is the fact that China are massively here. You know, Tesla weren't here, a lot of the legacy brands weren't here, the Chinese brands were here in a big way, new brand, Hongqi, that I'd never even heard of, were here. It's takeover time. I think if they can sort out the dealer network, the reliability and the prices right, they're going to absolutely smash it. But that's my takeaway from Goodwood Festival of Speed. The Chinese have arrived in a big way. I hope you've enjoyed the content, and I'll see you next time.